Okay, well, I held a course about Gilbert White's garden in 1983, and it was in conjunction with Southampton University Adult Education Department. And we had great fun on this course, but when we went to finish on the last talk, they said, "You're not leaving this lecture room until you've made us all volunteers." They'd obviously been talking to each other at lunch and decided that the garden, which wasn't in a great state then, because it had been an Edwardian garden with 5 gardeners, and it had been simplified, but the only garden help we had was me 2 days a week and a handyman that did the mowing. So you can imagine it was difficult to maintain, and they saw this and they decided they wanted to help, all of them, which was perhaps quite surprising. So soon after that, in the June of that year, we started a volunteer force. Didn't know what to call them, so I had a word with the then curator, and she said, "Well, they come to the wakes to weed. Let's call them the Wakes Weeders." And so the Wakes Weeders were kept together really with a newsletter. It was difficult to keep them coming back, and we didn't have emails and things. So we had a newsletter, and number 1 was in June of that year, and the last one was about 34 years later. Over 300 newsletters, and I think the volunteer force continues to this day. So that's really the origin of the garden volunteers at the museum.